go away. If you're running 95 southbound just as you get past 420, it's just going to be a wall of traffic in that train all the way down towards 476 interchange. Once you clear it, things pick up very quickly. But we're getting a possible notification that there might be a crew down there doing some quick work. So do expect that. Can't quite get the cameras in the right angle to see exactly what's happening. So a little bit of a delay as you're coming 476 south, trying to fit into 95 south. So working from Woodley Park southbound through the 476 interchange. Look for that heavy crowd. Northbound, we've got just overall volume delays starting Delaware line running up to almost the Commodore Barry Bridge. Once you get beyond that, things pick up. And we've got another slow go as you're going northbound, working your way up towards Academy. It looks like between Cotton and Academy, seeing a crowd as well. Traveling 5th Street Expressway, both directions between 76 and the east side of Broad, right around, looks like 8th Street, 11th Street. We are seeing heavy delays, which is no surprise. Westbound School Road running through Grace Ferry. I got that slow go and then very slow again, starting at City Avenue, running into Grease all the way to the curve through the 476 interchange up to almost 202. 76 eastbound at 202, that's jammed up. And if you're traveling PA Turnpike, we're still trying to clean out this crash with a couple of tractor trailers. Turnpike eastbound approaching Ben Salem, still about a 2-mile delay. Last peak was taking out the right lane. Northeast extension northbound between Lansdale and Quakertown. We did have an earlier crash in the right lane. Looks like just in the last couple of minutes, the last of that got cleaned out of there. So at least it's going to be a good trip as you head up towards the Lehigh Valley. Number one, everyone's Jack Gary Barbera says, way to go, Howie. The best knows the best. That's my inquirer readers. Noted Gary Barbera's the Boulevard, the Barbera Bear, and Barbera Cares. Billy's favorite car dealer. Every day, Billy people says Barbera and Howie the best. Yeah, I guess. Next update in less than 10. I'm Andy Anderson.
And now the forecast with AccuWeather meteorologist Matt Benz.
Out the door for the rest of today, turning out cloudy with a shower in a couple spots here for this afternoon with a high 62. Then for tonight, mostly cloudy, low 50 degrees. Tomorrow, trending warmer clouds and some sunshine. High of 81 degrees. It could feel a touch more humid as well for the afternoon. Into Monday, partly sunny, very warm, and it will be humid. A taste of summer. High of 86 degrees. The record high for Monday is 90, set back in 1974. I'm Maggie with a meteorologist, Matt Benz.
57 degrees in Center City. KYW News Radio 103.9 FM is always live and always free on the Odyssey app. Take the next right at 3 things to know at 11:45. Southwest Airlines in some trouble ahead of the summer travel season, pulling flights out of 4 airports after financial difficulty and flight delays. It's a dog's paradise at Cooper River Park after a huge transformation project over the past few years or so. Dogs and owners can play on several new facilities. And recapping our top story, a pro-Palestinian encampment in the middle of the University of Pennsylvania, and the campus it still stands despite requests from Penn leadership to break it up. And that's all ahead. I'm Kate Bronstein, Andre Bennett, and Carrington Corbin at the editor's desk. And as the protest encampment at Penn remains intact, demonstrations have yet to let up across colleges and universities nationwide. Correspondent Bill Lipoff has more.
California Polytech's Humboldt campus will remain closed for the semester. Some students have taken control of a building as part of their protest. The school telling ABC News protesters are demanding, among other things, the school disclose all holdings and collaborations with Israel, cut ties with all Israeli universities, divest from companies and corporations which are profiting from the Israel-Hamas war, and publicly call for a ceasefire.
Meanwhile, at Northwestern University in Boston, police and riot gear cleared out an encampment this morning, while police at Emerson College, they've arrested more than 100 people since the start of the protests. And trouble in the skies for Southwest this time, and big changes too. The discount carrier posted some big losses in the first quarter of the year, and now it's cutting flights. Correspondent Alexis Christophoulos has details.
Heading into the busy summer travel season, Southwest Airlines is pulling out of 4 airports as it deals with the financial fallout from delays in getting new planes from Boeing. So beginning in August, Southwest will stop flying to Cozumel, Mexico, Syracuse, New York, Bellingham in Washington State, and George Bush Intercontinental Airport in Houston. Southwest will also cut half its flights in Atlanta and about a third at Chicago's O'Hare.
Southwest says it's also considering whether to change or discontinue its first-come, first-serve open seating policy, but the carrier says it has no plans to change that policy of allowing passengers to check their first 2 bags for free. And it's a new dog park open at Cooper River. KYW South Jersey reporter Mike Doherty tells us this is the next step in county efforts to make this big attraction for families.
Cooper River has undergone a massive transformation in recent years with the new track, bocce courts, improved conditions for the regattas, and now a new dog park. County Commissioner Jeff Nash says things are really coming together, and as a dog owner himself, he's really excited about this one.
ABC's Jacqueline Lee has more.
Donald Trump's former personal assistant, Rona Graff, long considered Trump's gatekeeper for 3 decades, said she was responsible for updating the company contact list, which included entries for Karen McDougal. McDougal was a former Playboy model and allegedly had a sexual relationship with Trump. Trump denies the affair, but David Pecker, former publisher for the National Enquirer, testified that at Trump's direction, the tabloid bought McDougal's story but never ran it in order to protect Trump's political campaign.
The trial continues Tuesday. Trump has pleaded not guilty to all charges and continues to deny any wrongdoing. The Phillies take on the Padres tonight at 8:40 p.m. They're away. They bested San Diego yesterday on the road, 9-3 the final. Sixers getting ready for Game 4 against the Knicks tomorrow afternoon. The second day of the NFL draft. It was a busy one for the Eagles. Now let's get the latest from KYW's Matt Leon.
The Eagles made 3 trades on day 2 of the draft. They moved up in the second round to grab Iowa cornerback Cooper DeJean with the 40th overall selection. Birds made a deal with Washington to move up and get DeJean, who was outstanding during his career with the Hawkeyes, had 3 career pick sixes. He is also an outstanding punt returner. Now, he did miss the last 4 games last season with a broken leg. As far as his status now,
I'm good. If there's a game play today, I'll be ready to go.
the Eagles came into day 2 of the draft without a 3rd-round pick. They got one in that deal with Washington, then traded down twice, first with Houston and then San Francisco, and finally with the 94th overall selection, the Birds took edge rusher Jalen Hunt out of Houston Christian University. 13.5 sacks the last 2 seasons for Hunt. Eagles will be busy on Saturday for the final day of the draft. They head into it now with 7 picks, 3 in the 4th round, 3 in the 5th round, and 1 in the 6th round. Matt Leon, KYW News Radio 103.9 FM.
Now it's slow going on 95 in Delco. We'll find out why next.
Hey, it's Amy E. Feldman. I want to help answer your questions about the law. So send me an email, askamy@kywnewsradio.com. It isn't legal advice, but if you have a question, someone else out there probably does too. So email askamy@kywnewsradio.com and you could be featured in a segment sometime soon.
Navigation. Take me to Turnersville Jeep. TurnersvilleJeep.com is your zero-down Jeep and Ram headquarters. Come to Turnersville and get up to 15% off select Jeeps and Rams. That equates to over $12,000 in savings on select models. We have over 300 vehicles available for immediate delivery at TurnersvilleJeep.com, located on Route 42 in Turnersville. Drive a little, save a lot at TurnersvilleJeep.com. That's TurnersvilleJeep.com.
Now serving Bucks and Montgomery counties. 267-650-3418.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. We recently received a call from an injured person. The insurance company had offered them $11,000. We took the case over and got more than $2 million in court. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Beat the clock this Saturday, 9 a.m. for Ashley's biggest discount and save up to 30% off your furniture purchase. Don't let time run out. Beat the clock and save up to 30% off this Saturday at Ashley. Visit homestores.store for participating locations near you.
It's 11:52, a family reunion years in the making. And we'll tell you that after traffic and weather on the 2s. Driven by, is Gary Barbera the best? Boy, I guess. Now to Andy Anderson in the P.J. Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center.
Hey, thanks so much, Kate. Got a couple of slow spots if you're going to be on 95 in Delaware County. And a little bit of good news. Always love that in traffic land. 95 southbound. Looked like we had some quick work going on southbound right by 476. The Blue Road hit it back up to 420. That heavy delay just cleared out in the last, I don't know, a couple of 2-3 minutes. But we're still seeing some brake lights as you're working southbound past 420. Running down through the Ridley Park area, now extending down to almost the Commodore Ferry. It's just going to be an overall under the limit. We're not heavy packed and slow like it was even a couple of minutes ago. On 95 northbound, that is still got heavy delays starting before the Delaware line, actually starting back before 495, coming all the way up, looks like, to just about the Commodore Ferry Bridge before the pace starts to pick up again. Once you get beyond that, though, you're actually looking good heading up towards the stadiums. Then we got some more slow go up in the northeast from, it looks like, just past Cotman, heading up towards Academy. We are looking at some slow push through there as well, no surprises. Vine Street Expressway, both directions slow between 76 and the Parkway. And then the eastbound, slow, a little slow continuing out past Broad. Westbound, looks like Schuylkill Expressway starting in Grace Ferry. You've got that slow go running up towards Girard. Opens up a little bit, slows down again right by City Avenue. Staying slow in degrees all the way through the curve and through the 476 interchange out past Gulf Mills. Very busy on 76 both directions with 476 interchange. A loop-de-loop ramp that goes 476 north to Schuylkill westbound. That's jammed up. That's just going to be a little messy as you try and work your way through. The Turnpike still cleaning up a crash eastbound approaching Ben Salem in the right lane. They've been stopping traffic at times trying to turn a whole tractor trailer around so they can get it out of there. I've still got a 2-mile delay in the Turnpike because of it. The rest of the Turnpike going good shape. Number one in everyone's draft, Gary Barbera says, way to go, Howie. The best knows the best. That's why Inquirer readers voted Gary Barbera's in the Boulevard, the Barbera Bear, and Barbera Cares, Philly's favorite car dealer. Everyday Philly people say it's Barbera and Howie the best. Boy, I guess. Next update in less than 10, I'm Andy Anderson.
Now the AccuWeather forecast, we're at 57 degrees, mostly cloudy in Center City. Could reach a daytime high of 62. For the rest of this afternoon, staying overcast with a possible shower in places and a big warm-up on the way. Tonight, mostly cloudy, low of 50, and tomorrow, warmer with clouds and sunshine. The start of the period much warmer, high of 81 degrees. It's 58 in Pensport and 51 in Exton, 57 at Washington Lane Station on the Chestnut Hill East Line. This report sponsored by SEPTA, now hiring bus operators, mechanics, and police officers. Apply today. After searching for him for years, 4 sisters have found their biological brother.
Nicole, Amy, Amber, and Shelley of Columbus, Nebraska had been posting a baby picture on social media, asking for help finding their brother, who was surrendered for adoption as a baby. Their only clue was a picture of him as a child from an old calendar with the name Greg on the back. Soon after CBS TV affiliate KMTV in Omaha aired a story about their search, Greg contacted them on Facebook.
I shared a picture with them from my first grade year until 12th grade.
Soon, they were face to face.
It felt like it was just like we picked up where we left off and that we have known each other for years.
Christopher Cruz.
We just, can't even believe this.
CBS News.
It's 11:55, and it's time for Money News on KYW. Here's Bloomberg's Jeff Bellinger.
The nation's inflation rate has eased significantly since peaking above 7% in 2022, and price pressures are no longer broad-based. There is one major fly in the ointment.
The big underlying component always comes back to rental inflation.
Bloomberg economic reporter Matt Boethler says rents have been stubbornly high.
It's especially most important right now because it's also the component of inflation that has been slowest to come down.
Boethler says the rate of inflation would be very close to the Federal Reserve's 2% target were it not for the high cost of rental housing in some parts of the country.
If we were stripping out housing, we'd be talking about more like 2.2, 2.3% inflation.
Optimists note that rent increases have been at or below their pre-pandemic pace for a year and a half now, and they predict things will get better soon.
If that does happen in the next couple months, then, the inflation conversation could change again pretty dramatically.
With Money News from Bloomberg on KYW, I'm Jeff Bellinger.
Protests continue across the U.S. What's going on across the Schuylkill next on News Radio.
WPHI-FM Jenkintown, KYW and WIP-FM HD2 Philadelphia.
Always live. Tonight.
tonight, starting at 7 p.m. for the Bob Pantano Saturday Night Dance Party, live from Adelphia and Deptford. The Bob Pantano Saturday Night Dance Party is broadcast exclusively on 98.1 HD2 and Bob Pantano Dance Party Radio on the Odyssey app. Brought to you by Spider Thermo.
Are you or a loved one living with a disability in the Garden State? An NJ Able Savings Account can help you save and pay for qualified expenses without impacting your SSI or Medicaid eligibility. To learn more, visit us at nj.savewithable.com. A message from the New Jersey Department of Human Services.
The Honda you want is here. Drive in the moment with the road trip ready Accord Hybrid and CRV Hybrid from Honda. So bring on the weekend getaways. Bring on the far destinations. Bring on the memories. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.9% APR on a 2024 Honda Accord Hybrid or CRV Hybrid.
Contact your local Honda dealer for a great deal today. See dealer for financing details.
Is your car still under warranty?
No, not anymore.
My mechanic just suggested an extended service plan from Ox Car Care.
Ox Car Care?
Yeah, Ox will cover repair bills if anything happens to the car. Brakes, transmission, AC, or engine problems. Plus, Ox Car Care offers free oil changes, tire rotation, and roadside assistance.
Wait, you pay nothing on repairs? Ox gets it fixed? Free oil changes, free tire rotation, and free roadside assistance?
Yeah, you don't pay. Ox pays. Ox even has a 30-day money-back guarantee and is A-plus rated on the BBB. They handle their claims from start to finish, unlike those other warranty companies.
The last thing I need is an unexpected car repair bill. I'm calling Ox Car Care now.
Call Ox Car Care for your free quote, 800-230-3989. Ask about senior and military discounts. Don't get stuck with a major car repair bill. Call Ox Car Care, 800-230-3989. 800-230-3989. Or go to oxcarcare.com.
And bad air quality cause sinus headaches?
Why do people have a neurotic?
What should teens know about depression?
I'm KYW Medical Editor Dr. Brian McDonough.
I'm KYW's Michelle Durham. Every week, Tuesdays at 5:15, we talk about questions just like these. So send us an email with your question.
Ask Dr. Brian at KYWNewsRadio.com.
That's Ask Dr. Brian at KYWNewsRadio.com.
Staying cloudy for the rest of today. We could reach a daytime high of 62. It's 57 right now. And there could be a couple showers in some areas as well. Tomorrow, it's 81 degrees, feeling like summer already. Buy 2 windows, get 2 free. Visit windownation.com. KYW News Time, 12 noon.
The news you need from the people you trust.
All news and all that matters to you.
103.9 FM. Tells the pro-Palestinian student encampment to disband after violating university policy. I'm Nigel Thompson.
According to the DEA, this would be a pretty good weekend to clean out your medicine cabinet. I'm Raquel Williams.
Philadelphia hopes to put some 250 residents to work with $1 million in grants to 4 nonprofits. I'm Pat Lowe.
Phillies play the Padres again tonight in San Diego, and day 3 of the NFL draft is getting underway. 58 degrees, it's cloudy here in Center City. We're up 62. Good afternoon, I'm Paul Kurtz, and topping the news at 12:01. The University of Pennsylvania's interim president has served notice to student protesters that they must disband their encampment immediately, but the students apparently are not listening. KYW's Nigel Thompson is on Penn's campus today, joins us live with the very latest. Nigel.
Yeah, Paul, and I did just speak with some of those student organizers here at the encampment, and while they said last night was tense,